Welcome back to the podcast. On social media, she calls herself Honey Newton. You can kind of see why when you see this video, if you see the video of it. But if you go on a page, Honey Newton at Instagram, you'll see the same thing. Welcome to the podcast, young lady. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and I'm very happy. Today is another beautiful day to have a beautiful day, and I have a beautiful guest. What's the latest and greatest?
Man, we out here.
We out here.
We
Yeah,
out
we
here.
are. We are. So where you
Yeah.
from? Where you from?
So I'm from PG County, Maryland. My name is actually Ali Brown. But yeah, I go by Honey Newton online because that's my little persona, like where I cosplay as a civil rights attorney. And I talk about suing my law school and all sorts of fun stuff. Fun, interesting stuff. But yeah, we out here, we living, we fighting, we trying to make it work, being good citizens of our communities, volunteering with the food bank,
For sure, for sure,
you
for
know.
sure. You grew up in Maryland, right? PG County.
Right, right. PG County, Maryland. It's like the up until recently, I think it was like the wealthiest black area in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I'm really proud of being from here for like it's very bougie black, but it's also like very like um people care.
Yeah, yeah.
But like yeah, are you familiar with PG at all or
I
like any
am. I am. You all have Kevin Durant and a bunch of other guys from from that area. You guys have some really good cigar bars there as well. Some really good food spots. I haven't been in a very long time, but I know about you guys out that way. I know about the DMV. I'm familiar. I'm familiar.
exactly yeah,
Dope
I
ass
was
place to be.
yeah, yeah, definitely. It's a great place.
Yep.
And it's a great place to
Richest
come.
richest black suburb. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, yes, that's what I was trying to say earlier. I think is up until recently, I think someone just like now Southfield, Michigan, I think.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. Southfield, Michigan. Let me just go. I could just
Oh,
Google
she
it.
got to Google. Go ahead. Do your Googles. Do your Googles. We'll sit here and
Yeah,
put the
because I
clock
don't
on
have
it.
to think about it. County in America. Oh, it's Charles County, Maryland. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
it's like the county that's south of PG County
Yeah.
is Charles County, and that's much more, that's wealthier. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, y'all gonna
Uh,
hold the title for a while. Y'all gonna hold that. Y'all gonna
yeah.
hold the top for a while. I thought somewhere in Atlanta. So where is Atlanta? The suburbs of Atlanta. Does it rank anywhere or anything in Atlanta? No,
No.
it doesn't. Okay.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but like I actually just don't know like where it ranks or anything like that. It says that Atlanta, Georgia has the most black millionaires in the country.
Okay. So
I
that
but
means that. So what does that mean? What can we say then? That the people of Atlanta that are becoming rich or becoming millionaires are leaving, going to Miami or something like that? Maybe.
I don't know. I just think it means that I think that they're quantifying wealth in different ways. I think that like wealth like in PG County is like because they own the land and like
Oh.
they have a big net worth. Whereas like they might just be talking about like millionaires in terms of like not land. I don't know, maybe some other metric like just
Mm-hmm.
income. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay. All right. So you grew up in PG County. Did you know growing up that you wanted to be a doctor? I mean, a lawyer, be involved with law.
No, I mean I did this shit because I'm broke. Like the thing, like I never really wanted to be a lawyer because like I'm broke as hell, and like I was honestly like once I got out of college, I was like, okay, thank God I'm done with this shit. I'm never going back to school. Meanwhile, I could not make above $70,000 a year.
Mm,
No one would pay me to do anything, and so I had to apply to law school.
okay. So originally, what did you go to school for? Was it for law originally, or what was it? Come on.
My undergrad is in public policy.
Got you. Okay.
So like I was thinking that I was gonna join a think tank, become a writer, because I was like the most read columnist at the Michigan Daily for like 2 years. So like I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go be a writer. I'm
Okay.
gonna change the world with my words. I'm a wordsmith at birth, like type shit. Like I thought I was really like on my way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out not for niggas. Like that's 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 not how that goes. As my like classmates in my like because I went to University of Michigan, so like my classmates in Michigan, like all the white ones like got really good jobs. Like they were set.
hmm
But when it came to like all the people of color and the black people, it was like, oh, well, like, yeah, they're at this think tank, one of them. And the rest of us are like going to law school.
Wow. Wow. So
So,
was it kind of, have you ever seen that movie with, was it Jeffrey Wright, where he's a aspiring, or he's a writer and he writes these really good books or whatever. He's a black guy and no one buys his books. And one day he decides to make a book about being a real like this really hood dude, this really thugged out guy. And it catches fire and they want to meet the guy that wrote it and it's really like him.
what is his name? Is this book?
No, it's a movie. I forgot the name of the movie. It's a good movie though. Man, now I gotta look it up.
It
I
sound
should
like
have.
it sound like you're telling me like Medea. Like there's that
No,
Medea.
fuck that. I ain't talking about no Madea. Salute to Tyler Perry. I ain't bashing nobody. So let me look it up, Jeffrey Wright, real quick.
Ah, my bad.
No, you good. You good. Jeffrey Wright.
But I don't know, honestly. Um,
American Fiction is the name of the movie. It came out 2023.
oh, I sure as fuck don't know about this. What the hell is this?
It's a dope movie.
Oh, it's based on a novel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you might fuck with that. You might enjoy that.
Uh, uh,
No?
oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm gonna read it. I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, yeah. I haven't. Hopefully it works. I hope it works. I'm not. Yeah. Whatever. Thank you for telling me about this. I'm gonna go look at it.
I think you should check it out. I think you might enjoy it. It's about a guy who's been doing he's been doing novels. He's been doing writing books for a long time, and he's been trying to get his just due, and he's been trying to really get these books to sell. And it's not really going the way that he wants it to. And every time he walks into a bookstore and hangs and sees the shelves is full of books that are like terrible. It's like terrible novels, terrible novels that are on the shelves. So he's like, maybe I need to do more of what they're doing, and he changes up his formula and he puts out this real hood ass book about some gangster shit that he's not like really fond of, and it catches fire, and they want to meet the guy that wrote it, and he turns into this whole different character about himself. He starts saying, I'm on a run right now. Yeah, I can't meet up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in these motherfucking streets. You did. He changes up his whole persona and shit like nobody gets a chance to meet it. So you gotta check it out though. You gotta check it out. And then, but you didn't. You
This
also
guy
did
is too
see.
light skinned. He's too light skinned to be acting like that.
Come on, man. Come on. Stop that. Stop
It's
that.
not. It's not right.
Stop it. Stop it. I gotta represent for those who are, on the lighter side of things. All
Look, I'm
right.
the last person. I'm the last motherfucker to be talking about it.
Yeah, you
But
is. You sure
but
enough is.
yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna talk about it anyway. No,
You can, but listen here, you could also pass. Somebody could say, "Yo, she got to be Latina." Some might say that.
if my hair is like it is now, but if it's looking like braids or anything, no, they know.
Okay,
They know I ain't one of them. They see it in my eyes. It's in the eyes.
it's in the eyes. Okay.
Also, like I'm not built like I hate to say, well, like not like just different body types are built different ways, and like not saying there are no Latina women built like me, but like I don't know a ton of muscular like looking women like me. So like who are Latina. Like they don't generally carry muscle that way.
hmm
Generally they carry muscle other ways.
And
But
when you
maybe
say
I'm
other
wrong.
ways, what are you saying?
They aren't normally like pear-shaped in my experience. Like I'm pear-shaped. Like I
Okay.
can like I'm not trying to insult that body shape. I'm that shape. It ain't nothing.
There's nothing even wrong.
I
There's nothing wrong with that shape, though. All right.
oh,
Be careful.
look, there's no man who ever has said, but you two, there's no man that I've ever wanted that I ever had a problem with. That's not the,
Hmm
I'm not saying anything. I
All
have
right.
no issues. What I'm saying is that there are other women who are other of other ethnicities who do not necessarily are not like necessarily built always or more often than not like that. Like there is no race that is like they're like body type and race, they do not like you can be any shape and you can be any, but I don't know very many Latina women that look like me, like in terms of how I'm built. That's
Gotcha.
all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
And it's no disrespect to them. Not saying one is better than the other, because like you know, I do not say that I'm the most attractive motherfucker on the earth, but at least I'm funny and I got a good personality. That's what I can sell,
Can't say you ugly
and that's what pay the bills. This money. You know what I'm
either.
saying? So I'm just saying, like, and also like, but I sound like really stupid right now, but like, yeah. Long story short, I'm not trying to make any sort of points or anything like that, but this man is very light skinned. I'm shocked that he's acting like a hood person, but then again, to each their own.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge?
T.I.'s light skin, ain't he?
Ti,
My complexion.
I thought about that Boondocks thing that was like
Thugnificent and all
yeah, like what is,
that.
if you lost your hold of Ti. What is if you lost your hold to you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. It was a good show.
Oh, but Usher, you better check that hole, Mr. Dubois. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyways, what were we talking about?
So boom, you went to school and you found out that being a writing wasn't for you. So you said you was out here broke as hell, you couldn't find a job paying over 70 grand. Boom. You went back to school, you said, fuck this shit. I don't feel like stripping no more. So I'm gonna go back to school. I threw that in there just to see if you was paying attention.
I was
Um,
never stripped. I never
she
stripped.
never stripped. I just wanted to make sure she was paying attention.
I was never a sex worker. No disrespect to them, but like on some real shit, I can't do it. Like I'm very bad at like all sorts of pole dancing shit. It's I don't have it.
All right,
It's
boom,
not for me. So
boom.
like, but you know what? If you can do it, tell me where you be going. I'll show up. I'll patronize you. You know, like
Make sure the wings are bomb. We need them habanero wings to be fire when we
for real.
get there.
But yeah, no, I'm sorry. And continue. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so then you went back to school. You said, "Fuck this shit. This ain't paying enough for a nigga to succeed and be successful and live the life that I want to live." Boom. You go into law. What did you choose
Choose.
in law?
Oh, well, like at law school, that's the thing. You don't really major in like a particular area of law.
Okay.
You kind of just do whatever. Like you can pick the courses that you want to take,
Mm-hmm.
but like when you get out of like law school doesn't prepare you to be a lawyer at all. Like you walk into your first law job not knowing what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
no, like there's no lawyer who comes out unless you do a clinic that is like very specialized in that area of law. Like I didn't specialize. I got an A in con law, in constitutional law.
Okay.
That's my favorite class. I don't know shit else. Like, like I just don't. Like I know a lot about employment law at this point because I've been working for an employment law firm, a plaintiff's boutique firm. But outside of that, like employment law, civil rights, and constitutional law, because of what I've done in my job, I wouldn't know very much at all. Does that make sense?
A little bit. A little bit. I'm learning as we go along.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, most lawyers like that's why I say like don't trust. Like you do not want to go to a divorce lawyer for your criminal case.
No, of course not, right?
Nah, because they don't know the same. Like they practice entirely different areas of
Right.
law.
Why would you know in divorce court what I need for a drug case? You're
Yeah,
supposed to refer me over to someone that can actually help me out before you go step in the ring and give me 20 years.
exactly. But um, same thing with like and there are two main types of lawyers. There are people who go to court, and there are people who don't go to court. So it's like litigation
Hmm.
and transactional.
Okay.
Transactional people don't go to work, don't go to court. Sorry, they go to work. They don't go to court. Litigation people go to court.
Okay.
Um, so like I am like more of a litigation type of lawyer.
Okay.
I go to court
All right. So you found your niche in what? In just litigation to a certain type of field or
to employment law.
to employment. All right.
So like when you get mad at your employer for being
Mm-hmm.
racist to you,
They call you.
exactly. Well,
Call your
hopefully,
pal Al. 555 55.
hopefully, as soon as I get admitted to the bar, but like, yeah, exactly. Like, but yeah, exactly. But right now, I'm working in that field, so that's what I do. It's fun stuff, super
Tell
fun
me
stuff.
about it. Tell me about some of the fun stuff that you got going on.
It's nice when you can root for David against Goliath.
Okay. Boom. So the big guy versus a corporation, right? I mean, a small guy versus a corporation. I said that wrong.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like you, a small guy versus a corporation trying to say, "Hey, you infringed upon my rights," and that wasn't right,
Correct.
and now you need to pay me.
In those type of cases, when you get a person like that, do you ever have to get a group of people to support that to help push it?
My firm doesn't do or didn't do class actions, but that's not really our like when you get a bunch of people together, it's called a class action.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, the only people, and this like for non-lawyers, like all lawyers know that the only people who make money from a class action lawsuit are the lawyers.
Okay.
Like individual, that's why when you get a check in the mail from a class action suit, you get like $5
Mm.
because it's
The
been split
fees.
amongst, yeah, the fees, and it's what's left over has been split amongst like 30,000 people.
Yeah, got you. Got you.
So you get $5, and like I got a settlement from Fashion Nova the other day that was like $11.65, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the biggest settlement I've ever gotten yet. Like, but that just speaks to like the uselessness of like that litigation for like individual people like you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we want to sue our employer, if we work at Amazon,
Yeah.
you know, we want to turn around and be like, hey, you did something wrong. You wouldn't want to recover $5.
No, I wouldn't. I want to get the max, so it's probably best to come in there on a solo tip, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So does it make the business look worse or worse or does it make the business look bad if you just do it with, like in by each individual or does it even matter?
Each individual,
Because I mean if you have cases piling up like that, doesn't that make their business name, their brand look bad? Or does it even matter?
what do you mean by cases piling up, I guess?
So if I own a business or let's say we're technically or not technically, let's say hypothetically we're going to sue Amazon. I sue Amazon one time, then you sue them some months later, then another person sue them. And it's like 20 cases in a year. Wouldn't that be kind of like bad business practice for them to continue to have like case after case after case?
Oh, I mean, sometimes there are practices like judges, like if you all get assigned to like the same judge, like the judge will want to hear all of the cases at the same time.
Hmm.
That's a practice that some judges have, but you're saying would it look bad on Amazon's part to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
people suing them?
correct.
Amazon don't give a shit. I'll be honest with you.
All right.
Amazon gets sued every day. Like they're not a foreigner to litigation.
Hmm.
You know, these large companies are getting sued probably once a week, maybe twice a week.
Okay. Wow.
It's these companies like there's a lot of money to be made in civil rights plaintiff litigation.
Okay.
Like, and that's what a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of people think like civil rights, oh, there's no money. Like you heard the civil rights lawyers are generally broke.
I've heard that. Yes. Yes.
But like in on the employment side, not really.
Because they maintain a job.
exactly, because people are constantly needing to sue their employer. So like
Correct.
it's kind of like, that's not. And in the bar, like under, the laws that, employment law is kind of governed by are Title VII and, the Civil Rights, it's Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Like that law is pretty substantive. Like you can sue under race, you know, gender,
Religious belief, everything, right?
yeah, religion. Like, it's like all the strict scrutiny. I don't want to misquote it because like watch people be like, she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Um, but like, yeah, so like race, color, religion, sex, national origin, and I should know that off the top of my head, but I'm fucking tired. So, but but
That's fine.
but yeah. So yeah, like that's really important. It's a really comprehensive law, but like, you know how many people can sue over that
And get paid.
and get paid? Like,
Should we be worried about it? Let me ask you about that. Should we be worried in this current climate with the president that we have in office? Should we be worried about them repealing that, removing that?
um, I mean, I could give you a very long constitutional law answer,
Oh
and then I could
shit.
also but I could also give you like a very like short, like, eh.
What's the short, funny answer? Or
The short,
the mid?
the short one is like, I mean, the man do whatever he want to do for real. So like, it's not like there's anything off the table. Like, I gotta be very real with you. Like, there's nothing that is precedented about this administration at all. Like, there's nothing. There's an entire class that I took in law school that
Hmm.
is no longer an area of law. It's
Wow.
called administrative law. Like it just no longer exists because the Administrative Procedures Act of 1979 or whatever the fuck year it is, I think it's like 79. But the Administrative Procedures Act, it doesn't exist. Like
Hmm.
it's no longer law. Like the Chevron doctrine, which allows for agencies' decisions to be reviewed and shit. Like the process doesn't even exist anymore. Trump was like, no, fuck that. Get that out of here. It doesn't matter what the experts say. It only matters what the courts say. And it's like that's why I'm saying like, well, that's why I pause because there's no way for me to say like there's one way or the other. Like whether we're gonna keep the anti-discrimination laws, whether you're gonna be able to sue your employer,
Hmm.
there's no way for me to tell you that because there are entire areas of law that don't even exist anymore. And I was in law school 2 years ago.
Okay. Okay.
So that's scary.
Hmm.
But it's some real shit. It's like
It
that's what's
is.
happening, you
It
know.
is. Because they could sneak in there and wipe that out there, and then then it'd be black people's right to vote. Oh, your ability to vote now. We can wipe that out too. All we need is what 33%, what six was it, 2/3 of the votes from Senate to wipe that out,
Two
something like
thirds of
that.
House and Senate, yeah, and
Yeah,
then yeah, to overpeal an amendment, to repeal an amendment, yeah, there's 2/3 of House. Or is it a supermajority or some shit? I don't even know. I
I think
think
it's
it's
like
two
two
thirds.
thirds or something like
2/3.
that. Fuck
Yeah,
that
two
shit.
thirds is a
I ain't
supermajority.
that. I'm
Okay.
not that smart, man. I'm on here with a lawyer, man. I came on here to get the
Is it
verse from the lawyer.
I think it's 2/3. I think it is. I think you're right. Yeah, it's 2/3. A
2/3.
supermajority of 2/3. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know why I remember that word. Yeah, ugly. Ugh, disgusting. Anyways, fucking anything else. We can talk about anything. Um, man, but what do you feel like is the biggest issue facing your community right now?
The biggest issue facing my community right now is jobs, leadership,
And
togetherness. Um, yeah, jobs, togetherness, unity. That's the biggest one. They are saying that we have leaders in our community and we're not picking these people to be our leaders. Um, we haven't had a real leader since the 60s. And anyone who has stepped up since then, they haven't lasted for very much, for very long, because I don't think they knew what they were doing or they didn't have a real plan. And someone has just been placed in front of us to say this is your leader. And we have always rejected them because we don't fuck with these people naturally. And we're not saying that these are our leaders.
No, that's real. That's real.
I would love to have a leader, but at this point right now, I wouldn't mind smaller groups mobilizing to galvanize each neighborhood as around the states. You know, in California, you have this group. In Indiana, you have that group. In Arizona, you have that group. And then at some point, these groups come together and talk, and then there becomes a leadership that can come together and create a different type of spiral effect where we can create jobs and move things back into a more of a way where we can take care of ourselves, food, clothing, and shelter, like we did at one point in time. But that's just
Yeah.
me thinking. That's my wild ass imagination thinking.
No, I feel you. I feel you. I think that's real. I think that works. Like, I think that people just work a lot like that, but just much more fragmented. Um, yeah, I think that there's a lot to be done there.
I
I thought
think
about
so too.
yeah, I thought about running for office, but then I'm like,
I would support.
man, I got my fucking what's it called? Digital footprint. It's not gonna do me good. It's not gonna be good.
Why not? Explain.
Nah. I mean, I didn't say anything too regrettable, but like it's just like I remember one of my tweets went viral the other day and someone was like, it was like a tweet I made when I was like 17. I said, I don't care about the Middle East, I think I said.
So,
But the reason why I said that was because I was at a Model United Nations conference and like all the Arab nations were like acting up and like they would like fight each other at like lunch. Like my nerdy ass in high school was like literally talking about actual people, not like the regional conflict. Like
correct. And you had to just explain it and say that you all have it wrong. This is why I said what I said. And I was 17 years old. And I was annoyed.
yeah. Yeah, but like also like that it's just also a bad look like just generally. It's
It
just
would
like
be. It would be, but so fucking what? We've all said stuff, done things that we are not proud of, and we have a reason to be embarrassed, ashamed of, or disappointed in ourselves by. So fucking what? I've done some shit I'm not too proud about. So fucking what? And when people dig it up, I go, yeah, that was me. That was me, dog. Like I can't run for it. I can't run from it, homie. I
no,
can't
that's
run
cool.
from it. You got me red fucking handed. You got me, but all right. So now that you know that, that was 15, 30 years, 20 years ago. There's nothing you can do about that. I can only say sorry or just say, yeah, it was me and keep on fucking going.
I feel
So in
you.
that situation, why not just say fuck it? Because a lot of these guys that be running for office or get in office, they get just as smeared or passed as anybody else, right?
That's a good point. I just know they rip black women apart and I just
The
you
best
know
part for you though, and this would just be my thinking for you, they expect you to be a pretty black face that doesn't really know what the fuck she's talking about, and you can just play aloof and go along with it. And then when you start stabbing them and cutting them up with your words and everything, it'd be too late, right?
Yeah, I mean I hope so. I hope so. Like but like no, I shouldn't quote that. But like, I don't know. I appreciate your vote of confidence. That's what I should say.
I got you.
Thank you so much because
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, man.
You thinking
You
about it, but you're not sure, huh?
man, I mean, it's more so like it's a lot of work.
Okay.
And like I think, oh, if I settled my shit with Wash U or like I got like some like magical money, oh yeah, for sure I'd do it because like then I don't have to worry about like basic like needs shit. I don't have to like worry about like, oh, I need to go to my job.
Okay.
I can just worry about the campaign. Like, but wishful thinking or whatever. We'll see. We will see. We'll see. The communities need people like you and me, though. They need like people who care.
Yeah, and I plan on getting back out here and involved as well. For the past 2 or 3 years, I haven't been involved in the community doing as much community work as I would. And having this job may help me as well. And I also just plan on getting back on the west side of Chicago and just doing a little bit, doing bits and pieces of work that I'm known to do and help out. It's needed. I think so. Here's another thing. I don't want to get into this whole. We're about to do it anyway. Fuck it. It's my podcast. You're my guest. I'm just gonna say it. All young black men and women need big brothers, excuse me, big sisters, uncles, and shit like that, guardians and protectors. And when they don't have nothing, they don't have nobody to protect them, they go out there and they do the stupid shit, right? It doesn't mean that if you did have a big brother, a big sister, or a father, that it wouldn't happen. It just means that right now, when we look at the current climate and environment that we do have, these young men and women are doing the dumb shit because they don't have nobody around them to tell them, yo, go to school. Their mothers are young, right? Their mothers were 15 when they had them, 16 when they had them, when they were on drugs. So a woman at 30 years old still wants to know what it's like to be in a club. She's not necessarily raising a kid. It's the grandmother or the auntie that's raising a kid. So we need to get back into a way of forming villages around these kids and making sure that at least mentally and lovingly that they are protected. And we don't have a lot of that. And I think that's one of the things that's missing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also to bring up, it's important to bring up the fact though that we're at the lowest rate of teen pregnancy like ever.
Okay. Let me know. Put me up on some stats because I don't know the shit like that.
Because like there have not been like we have the lowest birth rate ever right now,
Okay.
like in the United States. So like that being said, like and teen pregnancies are at a record low. So it's not really I think that like the biggest issue that we see in our community why people are struggling is really like systemic racism and disenfranchisement from like people buying up like billionaires coming in and buying up like the real estate so that there's no affordable housing, you know, people not being paid fair wages,
Mm-hmm.
people getting, ripped off in terms of rent. Like rent is way too high compared to like landlords are making sky like record profits.
I'm with you.
So like I'm saying like I think that all these factors like economically are kind of squeezing black people more
Mm-hmm.
and making them more desperate for money than they otherwise would have been. Because of, the spheres of capitalism and, basically how people are just being pushed to make money because they don't have the luxury of healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have healthcare. They don't have quality schools. Like they don't have any downtime. Like there are people who like literally go to work for 8 hours a day, have to drive home, an hour, don't have enough energy to go to the gym. Like they don't have enough time in their day to like, and then they get no vacation time.
Okay. Okay.
Like are people like I know most people do not have a job that allows them to have PTO.
Mm.
They might have sick days mandated by law, but they don't have PTO.
Got you.
You know, um, and Walmart is like the largest employer in the United States. But over 40% of Walmart's employees are on food stamps.
Wow. I didn't know that.
That's crazy. The fact that we as taxpayers are subsidizing these billionaires to pay their workers because they won't pay their workers enough to live.
That's crazy.
So
40% are on
it's
welfare.
something crazy. Let me get the right number. What percentage of Walmart number employees are on welfare? There's no definitive percentage. They just say that basically 18%.
18%.
Wait, no, so so Walmart alone constitutes 18% of all SNAP spending. So I guess people, that's kind of sick. So like that means that people can really only afford to shop there. So that's a huge percentage. So I think that's more like a shopping thing. But they don't have a definitive percentage. They just say that it's somewhere between 20 and 30%. And this is from the Union of Concerned Sciences. So
Never heard of them. Is
so
that a real group of people? The who of concerned scientists?
the Union of Concerned Scientists. I've heard of them and I've read their stuff before. They seem like they are legit. So yeah, yeah, long story short, all I'm trying to say is I really think that black people are being squeezed by their economic conditions. Like I really think that that's why they're going out and shooting people and doing crazy things. Because like
They don't have
they don't
anything.
have other options,
Hmm. Hmm.
you know.
I will agree with that. I will agree with that. I'm not going to argue with you about that. But I also believe that one of the things that we neglect to tell our young men and women is that there's also the labor unions. How come we don't ever push our kids over into labor unions where they will always have a job, right? If you learn how to be a pipe fitter, bricklayer, do HVAC or any of those jobs, you'll have a skill for life. You can go from here to Japan and you will have a skill and you will always get paid. You can create your own business doing that and you'll always get paid.
And but the unions have collapsed in like the last 40, 50 years, like
Okay.
of like American union busting.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like and not to like just shit all over like not to say anything like, oh, people shouldn't join unions because they should. Like absolutely like if you can unionize your workplace and get into a union or if you can join like a guild of welders, the people who are metal workers, those are great unions to be parts of.
Mm-hmm.
But corporations have been union busting for decades. People don't see like I remember when I used to work at Home Depot, in the training videos, they would say, you don't need a union because you're your best advocate. Ain't that some sick shit? Like they would discourage you in the workplace, and I think that's illegal now, but like probably not because the Supreme Court just said that the NLRB is unconstitutional, which is the National Labor Relations Board. So apparently we don't have like the right to a union anymore. That's very questionable. Like right now, like
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like the past 6 months, there's a question as to whether the future of unions in this country are even going to exist. That said, I think you're absolutely right. I hope people join them and they make them, and um, you know, I hope they work. But
Yeah.
like at the same time, the legal framework is really collapsing.
Yeah. And I'm only saying that because from time to time, at least for me growing up, you hear, get a good job, get a good paying job, go to school, right? Right? You hear that, and then some of those same people that went to school to make $70,000 or $100,000, you look up and the kid that's been working for the union who's been pipe fitting for the last 4 or 5 years, he's making around the same money that those same guys are subscribing or planning on making when they come out, and they got to pay that money back. He's like, man, I'm good. I did my 6 months to a year, and now I've been working my way up the ladder. I'm over here getting paid $45 an hour. I'm good. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff that you guys got. So it's I think we're not encouraging the kids to learn trades or become nurses and things like that that will actually matter. From what I saw, just from what I saw. It's not a lot of encouragement to teach these kids, what to go after and the jobs to look for. But maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right that there's not a lot of encouragement. I think that the only thing that I'm saying is that like it's not it's intentional. Like that lack of encouragement, it's not like it's the kid's fault.
No, it's not. It's definitely not the kids' fault. I'm not saying it's the kids' fault. It's the system that they're in.
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. Like I'm just saying that, it's the fact that these corporations been union busting.
Hmm.
And that's why we don't have the programs in the schools.
True, that too.
Because the corporations are lobbying our politicians who are then taking these programs out of the schools once they get elected.
Hmm.
So like it's all connected in terms of like how we no longer have real strong unions, or
Hmm.
like or people are not being encouraged to go to them. It's all because of corporations at the end of the day,
Very
like
true.
and lobbying efforts.
Very true. We're getting a little bit heavy. Are we getting heavy right now? We talking too intellectual, too smart? Are we doing that?
I
Because I'm
mean, I feel like we're just naming our oppressors.
okay. All of them. All the fuckers at the top who own everything. You guys are assholes, you're pieces of shit, and you're destroying everything. And we don't like you. We don't. And we're just letting it be known that you're fucking up everybody's life. You're squeezing the fucking dollar out of our fucking hands, and people are walking around with nickels and dimes, and they don't have shit else to. They don't have two dimes to rub together. Y'all fucking us over. I don't
Yeah,
fuck with y'all.
yeah, basically. Um,
And for the white people that are listening, it's not about y'all. It's about the people at the top that are oppressing. You motherfuckers are going to get squeezed too, and you are getting squeezed. Just know that too.
yeah, for sure.
That's
Oh,
for
I meant like I'm clapping. I'm sorry. Continue.
There we go. There we go. She was like, yeah, for sure. I thought she was like, oh, she's about to interject. Let her go ahead and do a thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah,
No,
no,
you
I'm
good. No, look, vibe out. Light your incense and everything like that. Put the music on. You be good. All right. So, what made you take on the persona for social media when you decided to do Honey Newton? What was behind that? What was the thinking behind that?
I was like, I never seen a baddie
Oh,
online who talks mad politics, but also a little sexy with it,
come on,
and is
talk about it.
and
Tell
is
the
a little
truth.
lawyer. Like I never saw that. Like, and I really wanted to see that more. Like, I'm not saying that there weren't black beautiful intellectuals on Instagram. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying specifically in the legal profession. I did not see like I saw some people like there was Jessica, and like she's like the OG of like lawyer bays. Like she was like the first woman to like come out and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a baddie."
Hmm.
You know, there's nothing you're going to do to say that I'm unprofessional. Like I'm a wear the long nails, have my hair like how I want to have it, whether it's braids or, you know, wigs, weave, whatever. Like she just kind of came out and made that really acceptable for us, for black women. And like, but she didn't really talk politics.
Okay.
That's not her lane. Like she's a personal injury attorney, whereas like I'm more like the civil rights employment like type of mindset, and like law perspective. So yeah, I just thought like shit. I show my titties a little, No, I'm
Go
just,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
I'll
no, no.
I'll I won't
I'm
blur them
joking.
out. I won't
I'm
blur them out
joking.
at all.
I'm
I'll
I'm
sit here.
joking, but I'm just
I'll
joking.
rub mines at the same time, if that helped. But
You
you
are
know.
wilding. Not at all. No, it's not even like that. It's like more so like I feel like it's empowering. It would have been empowering for me to see someone as secure in their truth as I am
Hmm.
online, who's not afraid to talk about most things like online. Like I'm still afraid, don't get me wrong, but like I still do the shit. Like it's
Hmm.
like I'm wilding out with it. Like, I'm having fun. I'm learning. I'm experimenting. I'm just bumbling along in life like everybody else. But like I'm here online so you can see me. You know what I mean? I think that's really important, people being able to see you
Hmm.
online.
And it's also a good way to promote who you are, you know, your skill
Yeah,
set.
yeah. I mean, like Honey Newton is like a aspect of me. It's not like who I, as Allison Brown, am. Like it's the wildest, most authentic part of myself,
Okay.
you know, because like you can't be Honey Newton everywhere. Like you won't have a job. Or you won't be able to like exist in some spaces.
Maybe we never know. You might show up to court and they may say, Allison, oh, I'm sorry, Honey Newton. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
You know,
Fresh in the flesh, Your Honor.
I mean, it, I just try to keep it real with Honey Newton,
Okay.
because what I wish the world would be and what the world actually is are two different things. I'm not saying, oh, I'm a coon, back like behind closed doors. That's
I
not
didn't
what
say
I'm trying
that.
to.
I didn't say that, and I'm not
No,
even
I'm just
thinking it.
clarifying. I'm just
Mm-mm.
clarifying because
No, if anybody listen, she ain't even saying that. We ain't gonna even go near that. We're not gonna even go near that. We're not
I'm
gonna
not
go near
saying
that.
that.
I'd slap you. I'd slap the shit out you for that. Don't even. We not even. She not a coon and she not a sambo, and I think it's
No,
more often a sambo than a coon. So, um, or
yeah,
Uncle Tom. When they be saying Uncle Tom is really a sambo, but all that bullshit. So, no, no, no. You doing your thing. I think what you're doing is saying here in the courtroom, I am a lawyer and I have to be professional on a certain level. But when I get on the internet, I am still me, just with more flair. I can put all this
E-
shit together.
exactly, exactly. It's just more free because, like, I don't know if y'all realize this, but like in a courtroom, there's a motherfucker with a gun in there.
Are you talking about the sheriff or the
Yeah, the
officer?
bailiff, the bailiff.
Mm-hmm. The bailiff. There we go.
He don't look like the most friendly dude.
No, they don't, and that's fine. That works. That
But
works.
but you know what? Like I always keep that in the back of my mind. Like I don't know if that's a person I want to mess with. Like or that I want to really be like. I don't like. I feel like you act different when someone got a gun in front of you. Like I don't know.
Depends. It just depends on the situation. I mean, you never know. That guy could be a stripper, or he could be somewhere working at Wendy's on the weekends. You don't know what that guy's doing to make some extra money.
Oh no, I have no idea. But I'm saying like I conduct myself in a certain way when I know that there's violence involved.
Okay, got you. And he does as well. He does as well.
Right.
That's why he has that job.
That's what I'm saying. And that's all I'm
Bang
trying to
bang.
say. I'm saying like I respect him. Like I would probably not try to like online sometimes I'm trying to antagonize people.
Good, good.
Like but that's where I feel like learning happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you
Like
upset people, and you may get the right people to come together and talk to you and help spread the
ex-
word.
exactly.
We ain't gonna get
So
away the sauce. Shh, we ain't gonna get too much of the sauce away. Keep going though.
but that's true, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And but if you're in front of this man who doesn't really care, who just has the power to exert violence over your person,
Mm-hmm.
like your body, I'm not sure how much it's really gonna help me to antagonize anyone because he don't
Gotcha.
really care. Like I'm not. There's nothing to for me to gain from antagonizing the man with the gun in front of me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't gain anything from this. I just go to jail. Like, like you know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
Gotcha.
If you get held in contempt, that's all that happens. Like that, it's not fun. Like there's no intellectual exchange happening there. Um,
Would you see yourself staying in a DMV area, or would you move? Would you like to move in the next few years?
I'll go wherever the money is, within reason. But
Mm-hmm.
like this economy is some dog shit. Um, so I gotta
It
find out
is
where you're in Chicago. You say you're in Chicago right now, right?
right now. Yep, right
You
now.
would you stay there?
Huh?
You gonna stay there for life?
I don't know because I would like to be somewhere warm. I've been here for a while, and I would like to be somewhere warm. But yeah, for now I'm here. I'm here. I would like to, keep a place down south. I would like to. I'm working on that. I'm gonna put something together in the future for that. Yeah.
For sure, for
But I'm
sure.
here now. Let me know if you need a hotel.
I
I know
appreciate
I know a couple people.
I appreciate you. Yeah, Chicago's cold as shit. Like it's cold.
Well, so here's the thing, it's not as cold as it used to be.
Really?
It's not as cold as it used to be. I'm telling you, young lady, when you would come here 15 years ago, that wind would whip up your leg and your whole body would just go to shaking. You go, God damn. We don't get the snow that we used to. The winters have been mild here for the past 5 to 7 years.
I'm trying to think. Chicago is south of Ann Arbor though.
Ann Arbor, yes. Yes.
Yeah, so you
The
can't tell
glove
me
is up
about
above
cold.
us.
Yeah, you can't tell me about cold because I went to Michigan. So
Yeah,
like
I'm just saying, like it's not as bad as it used to be. Like this, the weather here would be brutal. Like we would get that -30-degree weather with 10 inches of snow, and then your job was like, yeah, you still, so you coming in, right? Like it was like that. Like they didn't give a fuck. Like no, you still coming to
Oh,
work. Like it was like that. But here now, when you walk down the city, when you walk through the city and you walk through downtown, it's not as bad as it used to be when it comes to temperatures.
that's crazy. So you feel like global warming is gonna like made an impact?
It has, and you can tell. You can really tell. You can really
Interesting.
tell.
Well, Chicago not even that cold anymore. That's
No, it
crazy.
ain't. I'm telling you, slide through. Let me know. Slide through. Let me know. You'll find out. You'll be like, oh
Uh,
damn, this ain't bad. I thought this was gonna be crazy, but this is like DMV weather or some shit.
nah, definitely not that. I was there like maybe like a year ago, like a year and a half ago. Like it was cold as shit when I was there, and I was there in like November.
That's nothing. That's whack. That ain't no weather. That's
It was
easy.
cold. It was cold as shit. I was like freezing. I remember going in there with like I had a little jacket because I wanted to be cute or whatever. Oh, a hoe was cold. That was ridiculous. Never again.
No, you don't do that. Here in this no November, that's when you start bringing out the big joints. You start bringing out the real coats and shit.
Yeah, I should have known.
But it don't like the snow and everything. It don't last that long no more. Over the last few years, when it snows in January and February, it'll be like 2 inches of snow, 20 degrees, and you be like, oh, that's it. All right, I can do that. This how you know it ain't cold in Chicago. When you walk outside, you're downtown, you go shopping, you're doing whatever you're doing while you're here, and you see white folks running down the street in a regular track gear and everything. They got the small shorts on with a small tank top on. They run down the street. That's when you know it ain't that cold. That's how we gauge the weather. Like, all right, I ain't gonna put on
But
that, but
these are
I am.
black people?
No, hell no. Black people don't do no shit like that. No. White folks, when you see white folks running down the street in those little bitty track
Yeah,
shorts and
yeah, but they
everything,
be doing that in like 30-degree weather.
that's what I'm saying. When you see that, that means it ain't that cold. You know,
That's not true.
that's how we
That
gauge it. That's what oh for me, when I see that, I go, okay, let me put on a jacket with a hoodie. That's how okay, shit. When I see them layered up, that's when I come outside and I'm like, oh shit. If they layered up, let me get out here and be layered up because it's cold in the motherfucker out here.
yeah, I mean, look, I don't you gotta just look at your phone.
Oh, I definitely check that, man. Weather Channel, what's up? Shout out to what's his name, Byron Allen, about the Weather Channel, the Weather app or whatever.
Yeah, I don't I guess that's a man. I mean,
Wait, you guess it's a man?
like what's the man's name? Al Roker, that's who I was thinking of. Like the
No, Byron Allen. He used to have the Byron Allen show and shit like that.
who is this? Oh, he's from Detroit.
Speaking of,
He's from the D. Um, oh, he's a comedian. I didn't even know who this man was.
yeah, he had.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't even know. But not even like on some funny shit. Like I just didn't know who like he obviously doesn't know who I am, so like, why would I know who
Mhm.
he is? Oh, he's a billionaire.
Yeah, he bought the Weather Channel.
Wow.
He been holding on to it for the past few years, and then they came to appraise it, and then it came out to a black man owns that. People like he was like, yeah, my nigga, it's me. Hey, no one knew.
He sued McDonald's for 10 billion. He got a $10 billion settlement.
Yeah, he sued Comcast too, I think.
Man, who's his lawyer?
We got to be careful though because we don't know. That's what I wanted to ask you about, but you don't know. We don't know if he gonna violate some sort of acts or amendments that fuck us over in the end. So I wanted to ask you about that, but
About this man?
yeah,
How he gonna violate an amendment?
I don't know. They were talking about repealing some amendments based on the contracts he was trying to sign with Comcast or Xfinity for like getting us channels, providing us our own channels and everything like that. So um, I would have to look into it more and get some more information. I thought that you may know about it, but I'll digress.
No, I don't know shit about this. Yeah, I don't know shit about this. I don't know any of these people either. Like I'm not familiar with. I'm just being very honest.
No, you good. You good. I'm just bringing up information, trying to get some understanding to it.
I didn't even know about this firm. The thing is, so many firms like merge and stuff, like these
Ladies and
large.
gentlemen, she's looking for a job. She's looking for a job right now. She's putting in applications as we speak.
I mean, yeah, but like also like I mean, I have my own business. Like if you need a resume, a cover letter, whatever, hit me up. Like I'm not, I'm comfortable, but I'm not comfortable. If you know what I mean.
She hustling. I
Um,
love it.
exactly. That
She a
sounds good.
hustler. I love it. I love it. That's
That's,
dope.
but yeah, I'm sorry. This man. Oh, I just clicked on his LinkedIn. He's gonna be like, "Who the hell are you?" Um, okay, I don't know. Thank you for telling me about these people. I'm gonna look them up.
Mm. You good.
Thank
You
you.
good. That's all it's about. Sharing information. Knowledge is power. So they say. So
But yeah, I think we've been talking for like an hour now.
you want me to get off here and let you leave you alone?
I just have like some work to do.
Okay,
So
ladies and gentlemen, I have been bothering this woman for like an hour and she needs to go. Honey
like,
Newton on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and all that good shit. And Allison Brown in real life. Is there anything you need to leave a message or any information for a website, anything before we get off here?
browneditingllc.com. Free Congo, free Palestine for my niggas. Yeah,
Free them all till they all come home.
yeah, free
Goddamn.
them.
And remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done here. Have a great one.